everyone! Welcome to Spill the Beans Podcast. My name is Lester. So, bago ko ipakilala si
Tito Paolo.
Tito
na nga ako eh. Okay.
Mag-subscribe muna kayo sa channel namin. Free lang yan. So, today we have a special guest.
Special na naman ha?
Yes, special guest na naman. So, parang OG rin to sa pagdating sa YouTube and sa music industry.
Okay, sige. I'll let you introduce ha?
Oy, grabe.
I'll let you handle the introduction.
So, grabe no, na-pressure ako bigla.
Na-pressure ka? Parang may kasama ka dyan ha?
Oo nga eh. So, kasama rin natin ang guest natin before sa Career Talk dito sa Spill the Beans.
Sa Career Talk. Okay.
Yes, si Tim Limuang ko. So,
Timothy Lengkumang ko.
Hello. Good to be back.
Good to be back. No? Kahit hindi niyo siya makita, it's good to be back.
Mukhang papalitan niya ako. Naka-ready na siya dito.
Naka-ready na. Parang ready to divulge information to si Tim eh. Nagtatago lang eh.
Kaya nga. So, Tito Paolo, sino ba yung guest natin for today? Para mas
sa'yo ko nga ibibigay. Sige, let's get it started. To all the memory keepers and future subscribers, I think this is our first, what do you say ba? First musical artist. Can you help me out? So,
yes.
Our first guest na talaga musically inclined. Because most of our guests are usually either professionals or YouTube content creators. So, this time, we have Lester, dito ka. Sabayan mo ako dito. This time, who's our guest?
Ang guest natin for today is si KrazyKyle.
KrazyKyle. KrazyKyle ba talaga ang pangalan?
Or Kyle Gianan.
Kyle Gianan.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Mark Anthony Gianan, aka KrazyKyle, the Filipino Picker. My YouTube channel is KrazyKyle TV.
KrazyKyle TV, Rapskallion ba? Or is it just KrazyKyle TV?
KrazyKyle TV, Rapskallion, yeah.
Okay. Ito yung origin story ni Kyle. Medyo ang daming metamorphosis no? Talagang daming evolution. We've seen him as si Lester po corrected me a while ago kasi sabi ko got skills, no album. Pero it's no album.
No album, got skills.
No album, got skills. Familiar ka ba dyan, Lester?
Yes, actually, pinapanood yan before.
Oo.
Nung nag-start pa lang. Wala pa nga yatang, hindi pa masyadong sikat yung YouTube dun eh. So, nandun na sila agad sa platform na yun.
Andun na sila sa platform na yun. Alam mo, ang maganda actually, makita natin eh. Oo,
yes.
Diba? Yan ang maganda. If we see a little bit of it. Because this is how KrazyKyle TV started. At 188 uploads. And then we checked the numbers. It was 2007, no? Very OG. Hindi lang OG in street cred, OG also in content creation. So, nakita, Kyle, ang dami mong collection.
Yeah, I started collecting after I retired from the call centers, and then medyo tito na tayo in terms of music. So that's the time we joined that.
So yun yung most recent progression mo is the Filipino Picker.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Tama.
So was it Kahoy World first and then you became doon na spark yung passion for collecting?
Actually, it is Kahoy World first. Because the only reason why I was able to buy all of that is because of Kahoy.
Ang galing Ang galing. Pero we won't start with that first. We will start with no album, got skills. Anong Empire Entertainment? What is this Empire?
Well, Empire Entertainment is a hip-hop record label back in the day. So I was part of that. So it was in cooperation with my Longevity Records. That's my recording studio.
Kyle, I have to ask. Saan mo nakukuha yung drive mo? Dahil ever since, parang iba yung vision mo from other... Even when we were working, you were always very enterprising. You always had a different goal from the... Yung iba kasi nag-aantay lang ng sweldo eh.
Ako yun eh.
Oo, nag-aantay lang tayo ng sweldo, aantay lang tayo ng weekend. Pero ito si Kyle parang nung bata pa tayo may goal na talaga eh. Saan ba nag-emanate yan? Very driven, very goal-oriented, very driven ka?
Really, back in the day, I watch a lot of US shows.
Oo.
Because, you learn a lot from them because they are more updated in terms of technology talaga. So I watch a lot of that. For this KrazyKyle TV, I idolized Rap City, The Basement from MTV. So talagang it's the Philippine version, I said.
So that's where you've kind of got the vision for it as well. Ang lakas ng traction yan, no, at that time.
Yeah.
As you were saying, parang you guys were number 4.
We were number 4 on the YouTube trending list. I think that was 2008. So back then walang mga awards or YouTube don't really recognize any of that. Pero you will see it on your page na you're part of the trending.
You're part of the trending. Parang ganun nga ata dati yung mga pinaka channels that have the most traction. So this is Lester, can you help me out with the date? My Tito eyes can't see it anymore.
September 10, 2007.
September 10, 2007. For the memory keepers and future subscribers, para ma-emphasize lang namin kung gaano kami katito, anong ginagawa mo noon, Lester, noong 2007?
High school pa lang ako.
High school ka pa lang noon. Grabe naman.
Second year high school pa lang yata ako niyan.
Hindi nga.
Yes.
Grabe naman. Ang bata mo. Okay. So, at that time, Lester was just in second year. Si Kyle, may vision na sa YouTube noon. Tayo, 2015 lang tayo na-awaken sa YouTube diba? At that time, si Kyle at 2007. And then, Kyle, how's this doing now? Is it more on a hiatus na ba siya? Si No Album Got Skills? Or is it just on the shelf?
Basically, right now, since it's KrazyKyle TV, I've basically guested almost all the rappers na. So I can't guest them again. So my goal was to guest all the rappers in the show.
Okay.
Now I had 20 episodes last year, which had the new school artists. Which of course Tito na tayo. I don't really know all of them na mga new artists. But there are some, if you check the later episodes. Ayan na sina Price Tag, CLR, yung mga new artists. They're already there. So Ron Henley, Stick Figures, ayan, nandyan sila. So yun, the rap part of it, the music part of it is almost complete. So now I'm uploading pa isa-isa na yung mga pickers, my stint with History Channel, yung mga Jessica Soho and all that.
Okay.
So it's all there.
Okay, so si No Album Got Skills, basically mission accomplished na.
Yes.
Or almost mission accomplished.
Yeah, because do you know why I really consider it as a success? Because No Album Got Skills, it was the first video we watched. It was Picasso. He was very famous back in the day, and he was in tandem with Ron Tug. So my goal, my vision was one famous rapper partner with a unsigned rapper. That's Ron Tug. So he was unknown. He was unknown, and he was rapping with his idol.
Okay.
So I know that I did something good because the unsigned here, just last year, I guested them as the famous ones now.
Galing.
Yeah, and they're really old. And I'm really old too.
Okay, I remember Picasso. Saan na siya ngayon? Back in the States na?
No, he's still here. He still has his clothing line. He's still rapping.
Okay.
Basically, family man, nakikita ko.
Right. So now, it's the other way around. It's the student who's more of a teacher now.
Yeah.
Medyo nag-evolve na rin. So, these guys really owe a lot to your channel. Owe a lot to you.
Not really. Of course, they hustled on their own, but it was one of their stepping stones. Yeah.
Yung breaks. I saw yung intro mo nga and you helped them create their studio. You were not asking for anything anything in return. Walang reciprocation.
Yeah.
So talagang you were very altruistic on that aspect. So ngayon, being a content creator, talagang mission accomplished na si No Album Got Skills. Kyle, you also have a business, no? Si Kahoy World.
Yeah, the bread and butter.
The bread and butter. Can you tell us a little something about Kahoy World?
It started when I received a red envelope.
Ano yung red envelope na yan?
Naiyak ako dun. No, that was the time that the redundancy programs were coming in the call centers. So they were taking out all the big managers instead of the agents. So they started from the top pababa. So I was back then a training manager in a call center. So I was one of the, I think we were 18 managers who were given the red envelopes and said, "Thank you for your service. You already served us 8 years or 9 years." Ganun. So of course there's a final pay that I got. And then I used that to open up a mall cart.
Mall cart?
The mall cart's name is Rapper's Delight. I was selling bread. So I opened in SM malls, Robinsons malls, Gaisano malls in the provinces.
Galing
Yeah.
Gaisano malls.
Because I targeted the provinces because that's where I think a newbie, bread seller like me would have success. So anyway,
that's
after a year and a half or 2 years, I decided to close it down. So with each failure, there's always learning. So I studied it for 2 years because I was always paying 30,000 per month, and then I was seeing the failure and how it happened. Mr. Donut beside me closed down, and there were other famous mall carts that are also closing down, mga big names. So I was wondering why are these mall carts closing down? Sabi ko, it's not their fault. Masarap yung food nila and everything. So it might be something else. Instead of focusing on that, I focused on who was earning. Someone was earning. So the person that was earning was the mall. And the second one was the mall cart maker. Because when that donut shop closed, I saw another mall cart come in. And then my shop closed, and then another mall cart came in. So I said, non-stop ang negosyo ng ng mall cart making. So I have connections now with SM, Robinsons, and Gaisano, all the malls. I talked to them that since my mall carts were passing in their standards na, because it's hard. Sometimes you put in your mall cart and they send it back. Sabihin nila, pagandahin mo ang pangit. You go back next day or after 2 days.
Okay. When you say mall cart, ito yung parang mga kiosk, no?
Yeah, the kiosk and the mall carts with wheels that now they have a certain standard. Has to be wood, duco finish, and acrylic lighted signage, ganun.
Okay. Alam mo, ang galing nung pinagdaanan mo kasi meron din ako mga friends ngayon na might be going through the same thing, no? Yung mga red envelope, no? No? So
I saw that.
At least ikaw talagang you're a good example. Parang ikaw yung paradigm, ikaw yung ikaka kay Jay-Z, parang ikaw yung blueprint eh. Pero alam mo, Lester, before kasi I'm very interested in yung evolution ni Kyle. I moved away from no album got skills without giving you the opportunity to ask man lang. Baka may questions ka ba on that aspect, on the music side of Kyle? Baka may gusto kang itanong?
Siguro paano lang yung naging inspiration niya, paano niya naisip na simulan yung ganong
mag-rap? Kasi ito naririnig sa banyo, parang may kausap nagra-rap pala.
Paano niya naisip na simulan yung ganong movement? Kasi syempre, napakalaking community ng hip-hop industry. So, para simulan ng isang ganong bagay, na parang malaking responsibility. So, ano yung naging inspiration mo?
The inspiration is really nung 2007, hip-hop was not now you can see Abra on a billboard, Looney and the SMB ads and everything. The Coca-Cola ads now are rappers. 2007, hip-hop is parang jologs eh. Alam mo yun? Ganun parang hip-hop ka, jologs ka. So, at the same time, the discrimination was there. Also, yung labels, we're talking about the big labels, yung mga Sony, Universal, Warner. All these big labels, they're looking for acoustic artists, rock bands. Hip-hop was really wala talaga. The only person signed back then, I think, was Francis M. Andrew E. So the rest were, we had a hard time getting signed. So, when I got signed, my vision was to help these people who I know had talent but has zero chance in the corporate world or get inside the office of these labels. Sa guard pa lang, hindi na sila papasukin. Kasi nakasapatos na luma and stuff like that. So, I decided to come up with a show that would showcase them, and then, of course, I have the power, like you guys do here, of editing.
Yes.
So, pag nakita ko, medyo pangit yung suot, pibigyan ko ng damit. This is how I want you to look. And I'll edit it later. All your errors won't be seen. And then I uploaded it, and then people saw them, and they were like, okay. So some of them got signed. Some of them did not continue or pursue. But still, I'm sure 12 years later, they're watching that video and they're proud of it. Yeah.
Pero doon, yung aspect na yan, parang nakikita ko na yung shift mo to being more of a producer type, more of the business type. I remember watching one of your videos before. I think it was your rap battle with Looney.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can we bring that up? Because I remember that. Yeah. And Kyle, how did you develop being very, what do you call this, a really good lyricist? Kasi parang nakita ko yun talagang very impromptu. And then the way you were really nako baka mawala ang aking, hindi ko kabisado ang rap terms, pero the way that you were just doing, I see JM to, diba? He's more mainstream.
Yeah, that's TV5 actually. That was live on TV5 on air Tambayan, they call it.
Okay, so our focus here is Kyle on when he was rapping. And I noticed, yun nga, parang talaga may killer instinct ka, whether it's business or rapping. How did you develop as a lyricist? Were you reading the dictionary a lot? Were you just indulging and immersing yourself in rap?
I was very fortunate because, like this guy Looney, he's considered as the top rapper now. But that time, he was part of my Rapskallion group. So
I didn't know that.
So basically, we hang around every day. And this kid, Looney, he's really talented. I hang around with him every day, and then what we do every day was we rap. We rap on my car. We rap while eating, and then pagka may inuman minsan, instead of kwentuhan, this guy puts up a fishbowl na may mga topic inside. It was crazy. His vision was crazy. And then me as an older guy that time, nakinabang talaga ako kasi they were rapping impromptu, and I was forcing myself to do the same. So yeah, yung on the spot lyricism, I got it from really practice talaga.
From practice. Parang constant sparring, no? Parang iron sharpens iron kayo nung time na yon. Alright, so that's where you developed as a lyricist. Okay, and then hence also the no album got skills. Pero napapansin ko may bagong content din aside from just music. There's also other content in KrazyKyle TV. Was it always KrazyKyle TV?
Yeah, actually, it's also been KrazyKyle TV. Although right now, like you said, I'm uploading a lot of new content there because I don't want to make a new page for the pickers because it's still KrazyKyle. I want to keep the same page so that my followers, when they were young and listening to me, and they want to see me now, sabi nila, what is KrazyKyle doing now? They can still see me my shows from History Channel, the GMA7 stuff, they're all there.
Okay. So when we say History Channel, GMA7, are you signed with these networks?
I signed with History for the Filipino Picker. But it was just for that project. It's not really a whole year project. And then with GMA, I'm more of a consultant whenever they need someone for the antiques. So pag may pinapasuri na nahukay ganun, tas I'm the bad guy. I'm the guy who always tells the person na this is only 10 pesos, tas iiyak siya.
Parang sa pawn shop. Pawn Stars. Ano ba yan? Si Tito Paolo talaga. Hindi man na nanonood kasi. So parang sa Pawn Stars. Pawn Shop nga pala, doon ako galing kahapon. Pawn Stars pala. Okay. That's the direction now of Rapskallion. KrazyKyle TV.
Yeah.
Okay, more of the Filipino Picker. Paano naman, Kyle? How did it... saan nangyari yung evolution, yung metamorphosis na yon from rapper to Filipino Picker? How did that happen?
Well, in the middle of that was Kahoy World. So,
as you were saying. Okay.
when I was a kid, I've always been a collector. Kino-collect ko pati yung mga library card ko. I still have it. The e-telecare IDs.
You still have it?
I still have it. The thing is, in able to do this collection, you need budget.
Yes.
So for me, my mentality is you can only buy. Meron ka lang right to buy these things pagbayad na lahat. Like you've already paid for your car, your house, and you paid your kids' schooling.
Yes.
You have insurance, and then that's the only time now you can buy your first antique. Yun yung mentality ko, because when my Kahoy World really took off, and then we opened the second shop. Sabi ko, now is the time that I can start buying like that Halili beer.
What's the Halili beers? That's the first San Miguel ba?
No, the Halili beer was the competition of San Miguel, almost closed them down.
Really?
And then San Miguel was the better player, so they bought them. And then the Halili beer is the rarest bottle in the Philippines, because there was a cheese miss, but no one is admitting it.
Yes.
But there are books that when you read it, it's there. Chismis that San Miguel, their game plan was buy Halili and then break all the Halili bottles. Back in the day, bottle making or manufacturing was very hard. You can only there are only one supplier or two, or it's out of the country.
Okay. But Kyle, can you give us an idea? Okay, ano ba ang antique technically is expensive? That's the major perception. Basta antique, you need to have a deep war chest, or kailangan malalim talaga wallet mo, because these things, even sa Green Hills nakikita ko ang mga going price minsan nasa from 8,000 up, depends on what you're looking for. What was your first antique na talagang binili mo with your own money?
Well, the first thing I bought was a vintage boombox, because I'm in music. So I started with the Walkmans, the boomboxes, and then the cassette tapes. Those are the ones I started. Pero kung we're talking about antiques, that because vintage is 20 years, antique is 100 years. So
Gotcha. Okay.
So the first antique probably was my vintage antique bottles. I collect a lot of bottles. I have like over 500 bottles
500
now sa bahay.
bottles.
And they're all displayed sa wall. Kaya
Nako, kailangan ma-orient mo talaga yung household health mo. Baka mamaya ibenta. No, hindi nga alam. Baka may bago kang helper. Diba? Makita niya, papatimbang
like
niya.
that, the Halili bottle was, I got it from an auction for 36,000 pesos.
36,000 pesos.
Just that one bottle. And there are museums that are actually talking to me, trying to acquire it. Na it's better to be in a museum. So I told them, I have plans of putting up a museum someday. So I want to keep it. I don't want to sell it.
Okay.
Ayan siya.
Wow. Kyle, hindi ka kinakabahan. Baka may bumangga ba dyan?
It's so protected naman. There's a acrylic cover sa lahat na yan. So safe siya, naka-install siya dyan.
Okay, so the nature of collections, they really grow. Dumadami.
Yes.
So hindi ba kumakain na sa bahay mo, sa place mo? You still have space for now?
Yeah, actually, it's a challenge because most wives complain because nagmumukha ng junk shop yung bahay. But my advantage is I'm in furniture. So, I have carpenters on call.
Na pwedeng
So, pagka yan, gusto kong itapon na yung malaking cabinet, palitan ko ng slimmer one. In a matter of hours, magagawa ko. So, ang bilis for me. So nare-arrange ko lahat ng mga displays pag dumami.
Okay. So you're you're very respected already in this field. I've seen it on Discovery. I've seen it on I'm sorry, were you Nat Geo ba? No.
History channel,
pala,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
And you were a guest. Sino yung female motorcycle rider?
Yeah, si Jamie Dempsey, Ride and Seek.
Okay. Si Jamie Dempsey even went to your place kahit she was at all with your collection.
Yeah.
So ang pinaka talagang coup de grace dun sa collection mo is the bottles ba? Yun yung talagang most rare andon?
Yeah, I think my bottle collection is on top of my list, but I also have toys, the paperwork, yung mga magazines, newspaper clippings, and posters of presidents and all of the...
Yung newspaper, di ba ang hirap i-maintain nun? Parang may certain temperature ata yun minsan.
You need to keep it... and the problem with newspapers, you can't display it unless you have a building where you can put it. Pero it's a lot, so it's really stored like a library lang.
Okay.
You can display it.
Ano yung... Okay, so if you were to rank it, what's your favorite in your collection?
Well,
kasi you have toys, you have shoes, you have newspapers, bottles.
Yeah, my favorite in my collection really is the bottles because I have one right now. I bought it. It's an old bottle. It really shows the history of the Philippines from the past and how we loved our language. Kasi yung mga pangalan ng soft drinks, sinukuan, mga ganun eh. Kasikatan, ganun yung mga, the names are really Pinoy, tapos the design is Pinoy, and then everything is Filipino.
So those yun yung gusto mo sa aspect ng bottles na yun. You really also get to see the history.
The history, yeah.
Okay.
Learning.
For toys, I can see dito you have toys. Ano naman ang affinity mo to toys? Ba't talaga may inclination ka rin towards toys?
The toys naman is I started buying toys for my collection, no? But then I went to my mom's house. I visited her one time. And then she opened this stock room. No? I didn't know that all my toys were there. So I saw my toys, like the wrestling figures, the Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Siyempre, that time, ang mga toys mo, konti lang eh. Kasi your parents will only buy you pag mataas score mo sa school. Ganyan. Pero when I got it, at this age, when I got it, I only have half of the wrestlers. So now I can now buy the missing half because I already have my own income, my own money. But the price is times 10 na. Like it was 300 back in the day. Ngayon 3,000 na si Ultimate Warrior. Ganun.
Grabe. Yung dalawa dyan, tahimik na ko hindi na nagto-toys to eh. Kayo bang dalawa dyan sa control area nagbumibili pa kayo ng toys?
Hindi na eh.
Pumupunta na lang ako sa bahay ni Kyle at binubulsa yung iba.
Binubulsa mo yung iba. Ito ata isa tingin ko mahilig sa sapatos eh.
Dito lang ako. Ang dami ko nakikita lang dito.
Kyle, nakikita ko may shoes din.
Yeah.
Ano yung shoes na yun?
Well, the shoes are very few, no? Pero yung shoes kasi na collection ko more on based on players, not based on the brand. So makita mo dyan yung E-Wing. I have the E-Wings, and then I have the Penny Hardaways. Okay. Tapos the D Brown Reeboks. Pero not more of the yung mga mamahaling mga sneaker I don't have that, but of course the Back to the Future shoes, I have that. It's a
wow, grabe price no na.
Yeah, I have the it's not that best condition pero it's a must have.
Okay, meron bang off limits na pag nakita mo yung price, sabihin mo, okay, even if I've been wanting this for some time, medyo sobra na presyo. Do you have a ceiling na, okay, I can't spend as much, or talagang you spend time na, okay, pag-iipunan ko muna to?